Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into something truly fascinating, the absolute blueprint of a peak performance brain. We're going to explore how those tiny, seemingly insignificant micro-habits, the things we do from the very moment we wake up to the second our heads hit the pillow, are actually actively shaping our cognitive longevity. This isn't just about getting through your day. It's about building a fundamentally better, sharper mind for your future. So, let's get into it. So I want you to ask yourself this right now. Are your current daily habits making your brain sharper, or are they kind of quietly weakening it? We almost always think of our brain power as this fixed trait, right? Like something we're just born with and we're stuck with. But the reality is the stakes of our daily routines are incredibly high. Every single choice you make is either a step toward upward cognitive growth or a step toward decline. Okay, let's dive into this contrast. On one side, we have the distracted brain. It's scattered, it's overwhelmed, and it's slowly degrading its capacity to think deeply. On the flip side, the focused brain. Sharp, resilient, constantly evolving. And listen, this isn't about genetics. It's all about neuroplasticity. The compounding effect of your daily choices is actively rewiring your neural pathways. Your daily actions are literally the architect of your mind. Now, you might be wondering how fast this happens. Well, your brain doesn't just change randomly overnight. It grows specifically based on what you do every single day. Think of your brain power like a giant, super complex muscle. Just like hitting the gym changes your physical body by tearing and rebuilding muscle fibers, your consistent daily actions physically alter the structure and the capability of your brain. It's a step-by-step process of constant evolution, guided entirely by your habits. So, how do we actually build this peak performance brain? We're going to walk through a chronological day in the life. 1. Powerful morning habits. 2. Body and nutrition tactics. 3. Managing mental energy. 4. The learning system. And 5. Your essential evening routine. All right, let's kick things off with part 1, powerful morning habits, and starting your day with absolute clarity. Imagine starting your day at 6 a.m. with a silent morning. This helps your brain boot up clearly without those immediate stressful cortisol spikes you get from checking notifications. Then, around 6:30 a.m., you want to be getting sunlight and meditating. Fun fact here, that early natural sunlight hitting your eyes actually sets a biological timer for your evening melatonin production. It perfectly calibrates your sleep cycle. By 7:30 a.m., taking a morning walk in nature actively boosts your creativity and memory. And all of this perfectly sets the stage for 8:30 a.m., the 90-minute rule. This is a distraction-free block of deep work where that layered focus really pays off in peak cognitive performance. Moving right along to part 2, body and nutrition tactics, focusing on how we fuel the brain. Now, what's really interesting about this part is the physical connection to the mental. First up, brain food. You absolutely need to consume healthy foods that explicitly provide the building blocks for your brain chemistry. Pair that with mindful eating. Seriously, putting your phone away while eating improves both your focus and your digestion. Then we introduce physical stressors. I know, cold showers sound rough, but a cold shower acts as a massive shock to the system. It spikes adrenaline and dopamine, which builds incredible mental resilience and sharpens your attention. Similarly, strength training builds the sheer discipline and persistence your brain desperately relies on to push through complex tasks later in the day. Let's move to part 3 and see how this builds into managing mental energy and avoiding those dreaded midday crashes. Listen, digital fasting is critical here. Turning your phone off actively reduces the dopamine overload that causes brain fog and mental fatigue. Pair that with some light movement, like a quick yoga session or cycling, to literally boost brain growth chemicals. It's a real game changer. And hey, if you're still feeling totally drained, a 20-minute power nap is scientifically proven to restore your working memory and bring your alertness right back up to baseline. Just keep it short so you don't wake up groggy. Which brings us to the afternoon and part 4, the learning system, all about expanding your mind. So we've got a fantastic 3-step loop here. Step 1 is the curiosity hour. Simply exploring ideas you genuinely love actively primes your brain's memory centers. Step 2 is the teach-back method. You might know this as the Feynman technique. Actually explaining a concept to someone else makes your own retention of that subject significantly stronger. It's like a memory super hack. Finally, step 3 is the vision reminder. Reviewing your long-term aims keeps your brain incredibly focused and continuously oriented toward the future, making sure your daily learning actually serves a bigger purpose. Finally, we are winding down with part 5, your essential evening routine. This is where recovery and growth actually happen. At 8 p.m., do a mental load dump. Just write out all your thoughts on paper. It effectively clears lingering anxiety. At 8:30 p.m., practice gratitude. This actively trains your brain to recognize success and lower stress hormones. Then at 9 p.m., use a one-problem journal to prime your subconscious to actually problem solve overnight while you're out cold. Finally, sleep defense at 10 p.m. Guys, deep sleep isn't just passive rest. It's a highly active state where your brain's lymphatic system is literally flushing out cellular toxins and rebuilding its structural pathways. You definitely don't want to disrupt that. So as we've seen, your brain doesn't just transform overnight. It changes daily through small, structured microhabits. Choose wisely, because your habits are building your future mind. Every single time you put your phone away to eat, every time you step out into the morning sunlight, and every time you fiercely defend your sleep window, you are actively ensuring the upward growth of your brain. So, what habit are you going to start building tomorrow morning? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I really hope you're leaving empowered to take full control of that amazing mind of yours.